Everyone, welcome to Clear IS. In this video, we will be discussing about air pollution in general and the extent to which stubble burning is responsible for the air pollution in Delhi. I am Ujjwala Pullela, an educator at Clear IS. So what is air pollution? As per WHO, air pollution is defined as the contamination of the indoor or outdoor environment by any chemical, physical or biological agent that modifies the natural characteristics of the atmosphere. Some of the common sources of air pollution are forest fires, industries, and vehicular emissions. Particulate matter PM. So, whenever we speak of air pollution, one of the terms which we mostly hear is particulate matter, that is PM. So, what exactly is this? The suspended particles in the air which are harmful to the health constitute the particulate matter. Based on the size, they are mainly classified into two types, that is PM2.5 and PM10. PM2.5 are the fine particles with sizes up to 2.5 microns and PM10 are the coarser particles with sizes up to 10 microns. So from this figure, you can understand the exact size of the PM2.5 particles. So this here is the enlarged view of the human hair, which is 50 to 70 microns in diameter. And this here is the size of the beach sand, which is 90 microns. So in comparison to this, you can see the size of PM10 and the size of PM2.5, how minute they are. They have varied sources and causes. Some of them are formed due to the chemical reactions taking place in the atmosphere, whereas some are emitted from construction sites, fields, and fires, etc. PM2.5 are considered to be extremely dangerous as they can be easily inhaled into the human body. So as we have seen, the size of the PM2.5 is very minute, and because of this, they can be easily inhaled into the body, thereby causing very problems. They can cause severe health problems and also aggravate the existing respiratory conditions. Air Quality Index. Air Quality Index or AQI is used to measure the quality of air. AQI in India was introduced for the first time in 2014, and because of this, the people can get a basic understanding of the level of severity of the pollution in their premises. It has the following categories. 0 to 50 is good, 51 to 100 is satisfactory, 101 to 200 is moderate, 201 to 300 is poor, 301 to 400 is very poor, and 401 to 500 is severe. It measures the following pollutants in the atmosphere: PM2.5, PM10, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide, carbon monoxide, ozone, ammonia, and lead. So what happens is these 8 pollutants will be measured, and based on the level of these pollutants in the atmosphere, a figure will be formed which will be considered as the air quality index of that particular area. So for calculating of the air quality index, at least the data related to 3 pollutants or contaminant has to be available, out of which one must be PM2.5 or PM10. In Delhi, unfortunately, our capital has become infamous for the air pollution by topping the list of the most polluted cities in the world many a times. Recently, a report named IQ Air was released by a Switzerland-based climate group. According to it, Delhi is considered to be the most polluted city in the world. See, often in news we hear the level of severity of the pollution in Delhi. The situation is termed as severe, with the AQI being 460. A lot of factors have been stated to be responsible for the notorious levels of pollution in the city. The large number of industries located in and around Delhi, the insane number of cars plying on the roads of Delhi, construction work, and stubble burning are some of the main contributors to the severe levels of pollution in Delhi. Steps taken by the Delhi government. To tackle the high levels of pollution in the region, the Delhi government has taken many steps. Few of them are introducing the odd-even policy to control the vehicular emissions. So what is odd-even policy? According to this policy, the vehicles with odd registration numbers will be allowed to ply on the roads on odd dates, whereas the vehicles with even digit numbers will be allowed to ply on the roads on even dates. Promoting electric vehicles to the Switch Delhi campaign. Installation of smog towers. These smog towers will act as air purifiers. Awareness initiatives like Red Light On, Gadi Off under the Youth Pradushan Ke Virudh campaign. Organizing of One Mahotsav by planting of saplings. Launching of Green Delhi app. So through this app, the citizens of Delhi can give complaints regarding the violation of air pollution norms in the city. Introduction of Pusa biodecomposers, about which we'll be discussing later on in the video. In addition to this, urgent measures like shutting down of schools and colleges whenever the levels of pollution become severe or very severe, curbing the industrial activity for few days, introduction of work from home are also being taken up at times. Regular monitoring and consultations are being held with the neighboring states like Punjab and Haryana. Stubble burning. It is defined as the burning of the leftover straw after the harvest. The practice is widespread in the states of Punjab, Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. This is stated as one of the reasons for the high pollution levels in Delhi during winter. But according to a latest report by the Government of India, the role played by stubble burning in the level of pollution in Delhi is stated to be very minimal. The emissions from the stubble burning are brought to Delhi by winds. So this is how the stubble burning is done. Why is it done? The farmers need to clear the stubble before they can sow the next crop. The time between the harvesting of rice and sowing of wheat is limited. Thus, farmers resort to burning of this crop residue as it is a quick and an easy process. Steps taken to control stubble burning. Many steps have been taken by the state governments over the years to contain these farm fires. They are setting up of biomass power plants so as to use this paddy straw for generating of power. Selling of crop residue management machines to the farmers at subsidized rates. These machines include machines like Happy Seeder, through which the paddy stubble can be removed easily and at the same time the wheat can be sown. Offering monetary incentives to the farmers so as to prevent them from burning the paddy straw. Converting of straw into pellets and using them in brick kilns. Running of awareness campaigns against stubble burning. Implementing the innovations like Pusa decomposers. Few harsh measures like penalizing the farmers resorting to stubble burning are also being implemented. Pusa decomposers. These are made by extracting of fungi strains which help in speeding up the process of decomposing of the paddy straw. Well, the usual time taken by the paddy straw to get decomposed is around 45 days. With the use of Pusa decomposers, it happens in just around 20 days. So you can see how these Pusa decomposers are helping in speeding the process of decomposition of this paddy straw. This is sprayed on the fields with crop residue. Way forward. The pollution in Delhi is at an alarming level and must be dealt with urgency. It is difficult to pinpoint a certain cause for this. The recent debate regarding the share of contribution of stubble burning to this pollution is an example. Combined and coordinated efforts of Delhi, the neighboring states as well as centre is necessary to tackle this problem. Developing of public transport facilities and incentivizing such travel can also be considered. A little responsible behavior from the public too is necessary. Voluntary initiatives like carpooling should be taken up. So that was a small video regarding air pollution in Delhi and the role played by stubble burning in it. I hope you all liked the video. Thank you and please subscribe to our channel Clear IAS.